watching over us. As time goes by, they'll be singing and crying, watching over us. As time goes by.
Shalom Mishpachah, and welcome to Hebrew Bible Secrets with your host, Rabbi Jeremy Beaton, Chief Rabbi. We are reading today from the book of 1 Corinthians, starting at chapter 6. But first, I just want to show you the book we're reading from today, which is The Hidden Truth, Hebraic Study Scriptures, New Testament, New Covenant, and also for references, we will go to the Hidden Truths, Hebraic Scrolls, Tanakh, with commentary. And if you want to learn and study more about the Sabbath and the Holy Feasts, please buy yourself the Forever-Israel Siddur, Daily Living Prayers. So you can get all of these books from Amazon, and they've all been transliterated from the Hebrew back to the English by Rabbi Simon Altaf HaKohen. Okay, so please buy yourself the books for more study. So without further ado, 1 Corinthians chapter 6. 1. When any of you having a matter against one another, you go to the Gentile law courts before the wicked, and not before the Kadoshim, set apart saints. 2. Do you not know that the Kadoshim, set apart saints, shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? 3. Do you not know that we shall judge Malakim, angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? 4. If then you have ordinary lawsuits, do you appoint judgment by those who are not members of our assemblies? 5. I speak to your shame. It is so that there is not a wise man among you, no, not even one, that shall be able to judge between his brothers. 6. But brother goes to the Gentile law courts with brother, and that before the unbelievers. 7. Already then there is a failure among you, because you go to the law courts one with another. Why not rather be wronged? Why not rather be cheated? 8. You yourselves wrong and cheat, and that to your brothers and sisters. 9. Do you not know that the wicked shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither those who whore, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor passive homosexual partners, nor practicing homosexuals. 10. Nor thieves, nor greedy of grain, nor drunkards, nor slanderers, nor swindlers shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. 11. And some of you once lived this way, but you are washed, but you are set apart, but you are justified in the name of Master Yahushua, and by the Ruach Spirit of our power. 12. All things are permitted to me, but all things are not expedient. All things are permitted for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. 13. Foods for the stomach, and stomach for the foods, but Elohim will do away with both. Now the body is not for whoring, but for Yahweh, and Yahweh for the body. 14. And Yahweh has both raised up Yahushua, and will also raise us up by his own power. 15. Do you not know that your bodies are the members of Messiah? Shall I then take the members of Messiah and make them the members of a whore? Yahweh forbid. 16. What? Do you not know that he which is joined to a whore is one body? For he said, the two shall become akad, one flesh. 17. But he that is joined to Yahweh is one Ruach spirit. 18. Flee whoring. Every sin that a man does is outside the body, but he that commits whoring sins against his own body. 19. What? Do you not know that your body is the Beth Hamikdash, the temple of the Ruach HaKadosh, set apart spirit, which is in you, which you have of Elohim, and you are not of your own? 20. For you are bought with a price, therefore glory Yahweh in your body. Okay, so that now brings us to the end of 1 Corinthians chapter 6. So let's go back and have a look at some of the footnotes in 1 Corinthians chapter 6. So the first footnote we have is in verse 2. Do you not know that the Kedoshim, set apart saints, shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? So let's have a look at this. Unworthy to judge the smallest matters. So we have here, Paulus strikes out at what he sees as a gross contradiction, where the believers were going to the local Gentile courts against other believers. The same is true today, when believers are railing against other believers and fighting their pitch battles in government courts. The whole matter is absolutely shameful and must be avoided at all costs. Such disputes bring unrighteousness into the assemblies, and we must work with believers, not work against them. If someone has a legal dispute, it must be resolved in the assembly by peaceful methods, using the Torah as a guideline. So let's go to the next footnote, which is in verse 10. Nor thieves, nor greedy of grain, nor drunkards, nor slanderers. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Nor slanderers. So we have here those who slander other believers, no matter what label they give themselves, whether Christian, Hebrew, or Messianic, and including Torah followers. They could potentially be ousted out of the kingdom. Slandering is a grievous sin, best avoided and repented of to make amends to the parties you have offended. Those who do not make amends will be dealt with more harshly by Yahweh. Okay, so let's go to the next footnote, which is in verse 12. All things are permitted to me, but all things are not expedient. All things are permitted for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Okay, so let's take a look at this. All things are not lawful. Paulus is making his new laws as he goes along. If all things were lawful, then what is the purpose of Elohim giving a law? Paul here teaches negation of the law, and Yeshua teaches those that teach negation of the law would not be allowed to enter the kingdom. Matthew 7:23. Okay, so have a look at Matthew 7:23 for more understanding. So that now brings us to the end of 1 Corinthians chapter 6. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you on the other side. This is Rabbi Jeremy Beaton, Chief Rabbi, saying thank you for watching and Shalom Shalom. Baruch Shem Kivod Malkuto Leolam Va'ed. Benevolent be the name of his esteemed kingdom, forever and ever and ever. Amen.